Good evening, and welcome to Season 3, Episode 18 of Robin's Piano Bar, where the drinks and the food are virtual, but the piano playing is real. I'm your host, Larry Kosson, streaming live to you on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch TV, LinkedIn, and Bandcamp. Tonight's episode is In Sickness and in Health. And now, please welcome to her own home, our favorite piano gal, Robin Spielberg. All right.
Hello, good evening, and welcome on a very hot July 22nd, 2022. 22 in 22. Happy birthday, Larry. Happy anniversary to us.
Happy
I know
anniversary.
there were many July birthdays out there. And I believe another one of our fans and frequent watchers, listeners, Patreon folks have a birthday and anniversary today as well. As my friend from my childhood years, Jill.
Happy birthday, Jill.
Happy birthday, Jill.
Anybody else?
So,
Just
yeah,
text
I know
or
Linda.
post up if it's your birthday.
Linda Werner, I think it's hers too. And so glad you are all here. Hello, Mary Lou. I got your tip in the mail today, snail mail. Appreciate that so much. Victoria, the piano in fine tune, was just tuned this morning. Got lots to talk about on this live stream. So much adventure, so much going on. But let's get right back to it. We'll start with some music. This is Devoted to You. Beautiful love song. Duet, I believe, with Carly Simon and James Taylor. Now, as per request tonight, last time we live streamed, we had a few requests to please bring back the Robin Spielberg original night. And while we're not live streaming yet on Saturdays, I'm doing a hybrid tonight. So there'll be a few originals this evening that I will play that kind of go with tonight's theme. This one is a beautiful wedding song that takes place in the musical Shenandoah. I kind of wish that would come back. I think people need to see it now more than ever because it takes place in the time of the Civil War. It's about a country divided, and people unite, of course, in the movie. I think it was a movie as well, in the show, and there is a wedding scene, and this is beautifully sung. Another duet. It's called Violets and Silver Bells, and it equates marriage as a garden, that gardens grow sweeter with time and more beautiful with time. That's awfully true. So this is Violets and Silver Bells. Well, I composed this next piece actually for our wedding, Larry, but it didn't make a lot of sense because I can't actually play the piano while I'm walking down the aisle. I know I'm a good multitasker, but I couldn't ever figure that one out. The composition appears on my album Songs of the Spirit, which I ended up recording in 1996. We got married in 1995. And this is called The Promise. So, Larry, I saw that our daughter brought down a bottle of champagne there. A little bubbly. You want to pop that open? Just going to pop
Okay,
that open on air.
well.
Don't hit a camera.
I won't hit a can. I won't take my eye out either.
I'm actually, well, until we get the champagne, I don't know, what are you guys having? I'm drinking out of my Wolf Trap summer cup. It's a funny story. We went to see Jackson Browne the other night. A friend of ours in the business gifted us tickets. We saw Jackson Browne at Wolf Trap's outdoor venue. Really wonderful, about 12,000 people. And you have to have your drinks covered. And the gentleman next to us, we were talking to him for a while. Whoop! There we go. Gonna pour that.
Well,
Scared the cat.
I know, the cat went running. Okay.
We started talking to the gentleman sitting next to Larry, and he said, "Got really good seats. You must be in the music business." And we said, "We are. Are you?" And he said, "Well, my wife's a soprano." After digging a little deeper, we found out he's married to Renee Fleming. So this is Renee Fleming's husband's cup. Here. Little fun fact. We had a good time watching Jackson Browne.
Your cup runneth over.
My cup runneth over. And Harlan's having some black coffee. Donna's having some Chambord. Oh, she said she has some to put in the champagne. Oh, he doesn't want to go on camera. Larry, you're killing me here. All right, I'll wait for you to get it. So happy birthday, happy anniversary. Go ahead and let's toast to summer, all our summer birthdays.
Do I need to come back and click with you? Clink?
No, we will do a virtual clink from here to the production room, our dining room. Okay,
Here,
ready?
I'll do it for you. Ready?
Yeah. Ooh, okay, here we go.
Happy anniversary, Robin.
Happy anniversary. So I think this is a good time
I'm now doing real sound effects
to
on
play.
our television show.
That's right.
It's like
See?
old-time radio.
I love old-time radio.
Except I'm using the real
I'm gonna
props.
play our wedding song there. So we danced to this one. But I think everybody in 1995 danced to this one at their wedding, to be honest with you. Rod Stewart covered the song, but it was originally Van Morrison, right?
Yeah.
Have I
We
told
picked
you
it
lately?
because it was Van, but yeah.
Yeah, we picked it because it was Van. But Rod made it famous, I think, in the mid-90s it came back.
I love you, Robin.
And how's your birthday going so far? I know you started it off with a bike ride this morning, right?
I'm having a fantastic birthday this year. This has been a great day. By the way, it's 7/22 in 2022.
Yep.
So the number 2022, which impacts a lot of our lives.
22.
Right?
Well, this year I'm going to have my 22nd album.
Right.
Also.
There's a lot of 22s in our.
And
in
our
world.
first place where we lived was 22. And when I made a deal with my first record label, their address was 22. Yeah.
This lot that our house is built on.
That's
was
right. Our
number
lot
20
of our house is lot number 22. This
Lot
is,
number 22.
yeah, definitely.
Very powerful. And Valerie was also born.
Oh,
on
yes.
the
Our daughter was
22nd.
born on 22. But this is getting
So,
crazy.
yeah,
We
so
have
there's
a lot of 22s. I knew
22s.
we had a bunch, but that's quite. That's
So
quite a
thank
bit.
you all for joining us as we, we
We're
decided
so glad you're
that.
here. Oh, look, we have 22 watchers at the moment on on Facebook.
Yeah, but there's more than that.
So happy. It's really fun to be on the road. So we did travel a little bit, and I did. We saw some family on this last trip. Gosh, it took us 2 hours to open the mail when we got back. We only gone a little under 2 weeks, but got to see my sister. I haven't seen her in so long, and her husband and my niece. Got to see my good friend Brett. Got to see my mom. And we did a concert upstate New York, and that was super fun. I love when we run into you guys on the road. Irene was there for a concert at the Mohawk Mountain House. Her coworkers knew that she was a longtime fan of my music and listened to it a lot at work. And so for her retirement gift, after 40 years of working in her workplace, they gifted her a couple of nights at the Mohawk Mountain House. So they coincided with my concert. So we got to meet in person and say hello. We took some photos, which was great. We saw Karen and Steve, who watch a lot of these live streams in Rhode Island. And all throughout, it always seems to be at least one or two people that we get to see along the way. So until we can meet in person, nice to see you here. Glad you're here.
I wish, Irene's now retired from the New York State Department
of Transportation.
But I wish I had known that we had an in with her in the past, because she probably could have stopped the night road paving when we were traveling.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
she probably could have given us a smooth ride on.
Yeah, we did have. It was a nice trip, but we did have like a 9-hour drive back, which was made even longer by night paving and traffic and heavy rain. But hey, we're still married. And
as a cyclist, I'm all about paving the roads. I love fresh paved road. Yeah, well, we got to do it sometime, right?
You know why? It was a little rough because it happened in hour 7 of driving. I think that's why it was a little rough.
Yeah.
Well, this was my parents' wedding song. Do you know your parents' wedding song? Let us know. If you have,
I don't think I do.
Remember your own parents' wedding song. Go ahead and put it here in the comments. I want to know. This is I've Grown Accustomed to Her Face. Anthem of My Heart. Larry, I saw you scurrying around with wires. Everything all right?
Yeah, I
On
was
a
just
technological front.
trying to fix your microphone.
Hi, Irene. Nice to see you on here. Thanks for being here. It was so nice seeing you in person.
So I hit the wrong button at the very end of your, so I'm going to hit it now. So hang on a second. I hit the fireworks at the end of Anthem of My Heart. That's what I meant to do. Set off the
you're
fireworks.
multitasking over there.
Yeah, no, you know, you folks can hear it when you have your microphone, your vocal mic on. It's got a little bit of a background hum, but I mute it, so it's working. I was trying to fix it.
Piano's very happy. It's at 41% humidity in here. Piano tech was really happy to see that. Never saw anyone so excited about the humidity in this room than my piano tech.
It's 90 degrees
it's
and
nice
humid.
to be appreciated. You know, nice to have people appreciate the important things. That's an important thing
it's
for
not
Victoria. We want to keep Victoria happy. Our comfort's not that important. The piano's comfort is very important.
It helps that it's, July. It's 90 degrees and humid.
It's humid.
Right? It really does help.
Hope you guys are enjoying this live stream. And it's really nice to be back here with you, wherever you are watching. And, Harlan said he's bummed you missed me in Tallahassee. I know. You had stuff going on. Nice to see you, Rick, here on YouTube. I see folks watching on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. Whatever platform you're watching on, I'm just really glad you're here. And just going through your comments here a little bit. Hi, Marcia in Framingham. We were just nearby Framingham. Saw my sister on the Cape. And Lorraine likes selections. Oh, so Lorraine had a request or recommendation that fit in tonight. So I'm going to play that a little bit later. And I'm glad you're enjoying this hybrid. And Brett, you're in San Francisco.
Hey,
glad
Brett.
you made it there. Anthem of My Heart's a favorite for a lot of people, and it's about coming out of a dark place and finding the light and keeping that anthem going, knowing you're stronger than you think. So I thought I'd put that one in, because Larry, you kind of came into my life just in the nick of time, That's how it felt anyway. So now I'm going to play something. We were talking about this, how the measurement of birthdays, right, Larry? You want to speak to that?
Yeah, I just...
This
morning...
You had a funny thought.
Yeah, and first, just shout out to Brett. Brett, thanks for the birthday wishes. Got those. Appreciate that. And thanks for watching. Thanks, everybody, for watching. So this morning on my bike ride, I'm out there early in the morning. Robin knows I get out there early, partly to beat the heat, partly to get back to work and hit my desk and I feel really good when I'm done. So during my
early.
bike ride...
I'm still sleeping when he goes.
Yeah, during the bike ride this morning, I'm thinking about, the fact that we measure all time based on the Earth revolving around the sun. And, the birthday is a significant day because it's exactly a year since, the Earth has made its journey around the sun, at least.
Yes.
That's what they tell us, I think.
Well, just how we decided to measure.
But it's just, time is just, as we've talked about in the past, and Robin and I have discussed, time is an odd thing.
It's odd. It gets stranger as you go on. I ran into a woman in a grocery store, and she had these little children, and they were so cute, and she was really harried, and all the cliches are true. Try to enjoy it, while they're young. And I said, time moves. It was moving perfectly normal, like when Valerie was little, because it was like first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth, elementary school. It was just kind of clocking along. And then sometime around middle school, I think, I felt like someone had their thumb on that fast forward button and time just started to fly. They just go faster. And that's how it feels now. Like it's a little bit accelerated.
The bigger, to kind of go back just about a week or so ago while we were on the road, or I think it was a week and a half ago, to blow your mind is that we got the first images from
Oh my gosh,
the
have you guys
Webb,
been watching that? I posted a few of them
telescope.
from the James Webb telescope.
And to think that the light that created those images happened billions of years ago.
I can't really absorb
like
that, Larry. My brain's too small for that.
That's a hard thing,
But I love this song. This is from Jonathan Larson wrote this, Seasons of Love from Rent. He puts it right there in the lyric, 525,600 minutes, right? That's how we measure a year.
Do you hear fireworks in the
And
background?
yeah, someone's throwing off fireworks.
They're
But, you know,
celebrating us, Rob.
they're celebrating your birthday. Anyway, if anyone's ever on Jeopardy, you'd have to, and they ask this question, you would know it just in the lyric in the song. You know, how many minutes are in a year? 500, 25,600. I would know that.
He must have sat down and
How
thought
much
about
information
that,
do
right?
I have in my brain because of the lyric? You know, I'm grateful to lyrics.
If that was a
And
question,
lyricists.
a question on a test, you'd get it right.
So a special thanks to Lorraine, who told me she's on my Patreon. If you don't know what that is, I've talked about it so much. Go to patreon.com/Robin Spielberg. You'll check out what it's all about. I've been receiving lots of stuff from you guys lately, which is great, but I really love giving stuff away. And if you go to patreon.com/Robin Spielberg, you'll see that I give away sheet music every month. I've given out about 890 sheets so far. Everything from T-shirts, vintage posters, CDs, seeds from my garden even. Yes, all kinds of stuff.
Not to mention, Robin, we have new music coming, and Patreon folks will get first listen,
you'll get first look, first dibs, all that stuff.
And some background
It's
videos
true. You'll get
and
all the
photos
extra
that
stuff
you get
for the new music.
peeks into what we're doing.
Yeah, so check it out. But Lorraine sent me a message on Patreon that you can message me directly there, and she told me that she watched the movie Julie and Julia, which we saw as well, maybe last year or the year before, and loved it. If you haven't seen it, great film. It's kind of about I think is it
It's about a woman. It's about a woman who decides.
I know, but the actress, is it Gardner? Jennifer Gardner?
I don't remember, but
I don't remember the actress who's in it, but she
decides
it's a woman who goes through Julia Child's cookbook and
makes every recipe.
Makes every single recipe, discovers herself, her relationships, all in the process of doing this. It was a really delightful movie. But this song was in the movie, and like Lorraine, I often forget what movies are about, but remember the song. And I can't believe I've never played this on a live stream. It's called Time After Time. It's by the wonderful duo of Sammy Cahn and Jules Stein, written in 1947. There's another song called Time After Time that I did play on the live stream by Cyndi Lauper, but this is a different one. This one written about at least about 50 years before that one, or 40 years. So here we go. This is Time After Time. Lorraine, thank you for recommending it, reminding me of it. Yeah, I think it was Amy Adams. Amy Adams. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm so glad that you like that. Patricia said she loved, only want to be with you. I slowed that way down. I Robinized it, as some of you might say. Robinize a little bit of the songs. Thanks for all the comments. I can't get to all of them while I'm streaming, but I will look afterward. And I want to see what's going on with all of you. And Vicky, I'm so glad that I'm playing your favorites tonight, and that you like When I Fall in Love. I'm seeing lots of nice
So
notes
of course,
here.
Robin,
Really appreciate it.
Sharon asked if I'm watching the Tour de France, which is
Of course.
kind of a silly question.
I have not been watching, so you're watching guys riding their bikes on TV. It's the Tour de France.
Yeah.
What stage are we in? Is it a?
I think we're at 17 or 18. It's like this weekend. It finishes. It finishes on Sunday. Tomorrow is.
I wonder if it's hot
penultimate
there,
stage.
like it's hot over here.
Oh yeah, it's been all over the news. Europe is in a even more drastic heat wave. They got theirs first, and so one of the big things about the Tour de France this year, it came out that these guys, part of the way that they beat the heat is all the teams have slushy machines on their tour buses, on their buses.
I could get on board with that.
So they use slushies that are mixed with high energy drinks like Gatorade. To help keep them
try
cool.
that in the garden. Make in my blender. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow, Larry. Go out in the garden, even though it's 90, and make a slushy Gatorade mix.
So it came out in the reporting that it was such an important thing for them to have these slushy machines that they've created redundancy. They have multiple slushy machines in case one breaks. Because
they have more slushies than
anyone
imagine? Could ever need.
So,
Now I'm kind of craving a slushie. I think I need to do some gardening tomorrow so I can have a Gatorade.
Or Sunday.
Gatorade slushie.
Yeah, our local gas stations, when they're in there,
they make spiked slushies.
They
I don't think you should be having those and going out into the sun, though.
No, the alcohol dehydrates.
I think that's a pretty bad idea. It's a recipe for a really bad headache. Yeah. So as I mentioned earlier, I've been mixing it up a little bit, playing some originals. This is a hybrid, piano bar. If you like it, let me know. I'm trying to figure out what to do here. Friday nights, the votes were in, and it was like, please continue piano bar. We like the chatter. But then people also miss the Saturday nights, which were just original solo piano. So if you like this mix, this little bit of a blend, that's something I can do going forward, right? If and when we go back to 2 nights a week, that'll be a moot point. So I'm going to put in a few right now and hope you enjoy them. This is from the album Dreaming of Summer, right? Let's see what's up here. Oh yeah, I'm going to play 2 from Dreaming of Summer back to back. This is One Last Look, which I just played on tour. So if you saw it, me in Maine or upstate New York, you heard this. And Dreaming of Summer. We don't have to dream of summer. It's here.
It's here.
Our dreams have come true.
And I'll take the heat over snow and cold any day. So I just want to point out something, Robin. So our viewers may notice behind you there's a sunflower, which is featured on the cover of Dreaming
that's right.
of Summer.
Yes, and that's picked actually from our garden.
Today,
The sunflower, and the other flowers in there, they survived the trip from Maine. They were given to me by the promoter in Maine, and they made it all the way home. But that sunflower looks almost fake. It
does.
Yeah, I planted a bunch of sunflower seeds in my organic vegetable garden, and it was a good idea because not only does it brighten up the veggie garden, but it attracts a lot of pollinators, and that's what we want. We've got lots of zucchini coming in, tomatoes and peas, all the things. Peppers. We had stuffed peppers last night. Really great. So I know Dreaming of Summer is a favorite for many of you, and Larry loves it too, he says. My mom likes that song. I'm really excited. Monday we go back to New Hampshire, to the recording studio. As some of you may already know, I'm working on 3 projects at the same time. First and foremost, we are going to now mix and master the orchestration of Ireland. It's all recorded with a 62-piece orchestra in Budapest, Hungary, me at the piano, as well as my waltz called Walk With Me. Those 2 just need to be mixed and mastered, and we'll get those released as soon as possible. And then I'm going to be putting down the piano tracks for the next group of orchestrations, and those will get recorded with a symphony as soon as I can afford to do so. We've been fundraising through not only the piano bar, but through Patreon. It's a super expensive undertaking. And all these years I thought someone would just kind of say, hey, let's orchestrate Robin Spielberg's works. But you know what? It just doesn't happen that way. It just seems that whenever you're watching something on television or a movie that you really love, or even a Broadway show, when you go and dig deep, you find out that
the executive
actors
producer
themselves, the executive producers, they found a project to star in or direct or something they loved, or Reese Witherspoon bought the rights to a book. It's kind of the way it works. I've been DIY since pretty much 1993. So after
sunshine.
February will be 30 years since I recorded Heel of the Hand. 30 years. So 30 years later, 2 pieces from that recording, Ireland and Return of a Night, will be the way I've always dreamed of them being. And of course, I couldn't have done this without not only your support, but without the work of my wonderful collaborator, Louis Anthony DeLise. He is a wonderful composer in his own right, but also an arranger and orchestrator in Philadelphia. We've been working together back and forth on these arrangements, and he's come up with splendid orchestrations. You're just going to love it. Larry is producing, and Jerry Putnam in New Hampshire is mixing and mastering. So lots coming up.
And also because of your support, we've been able to keep our piano tuned, and we started recording some songs here.
Some originals.
Here.
We recorded some originals right here on this piano.
So, because there's just not enough time to get it all done.
Yeah, lots of stuff going on. So I've got a few more to share with you. Another original. But first, I know, Larry, you like this one, so I'm playing this one since it's your birthday.
But before we do that, we have a minute because we have just a photograph you wanted to share, right? Did you forget about that? So
okay, go ahead. Go ahead and put it up. Nice and sentimental.
Let me just give me a second, and I'll put it up if I can find it. Yeah, there it is. So, ready, Rob? Why don't you set it up?
Yeah. Well, there's not much to set up here. It's the day of our wedding.
Ta-da!
Right?
There it is. It's up there.
We look so.
Look how young we look there.
We do. Man.
Just.
Look at your hair. It
Talk
was
about
a really
time.
hot day. Would you look at my hair? It was a frizzy disaster.
Time travel, right?
Oh, yeah.
Zip. And look how fast it goes. Okay, Rob.
can't tell you how nice it is to be back. We've mentioned 500,000 times it's Larry's birthday and our anniversary, and there's nothing we'd rather be doing right now than this piano bar, which happens to be number 190 for those of you who are counting. Da, 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 da. I ran into another musician last week, and we were kind of bemoaning COVID and all the tours that fell down, and talking to each other, telling our stories, how we got through it. I told her I was still live streaming, and she just about fainted. She said, "You're still live streaming? What?" It was so awful. Like I couldn't stand it. I hated it. How many have you done? And I said, well, this week will be 190. She thought I was out of my mind. But
because we don't have enough to do.
We have plenty to do, but I love doing this. I love having, we start on the Mondays, planning and
when we're
the
home,
production. It keeps me practiced, and I love that you guys are all connecting this way by watching it, and I know that it gives people pleasure. And gives me pleasure too.
And you know what, Robin? When we're home on a Friday night, it doesn't feel like there should be anything else we're
supposed to be doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here. So I've got to tell you. We saw Jackson Browne this last weekend. No, that's last weekend. Wednesday. How do you open this cup?
You have to twist the
Fleming's
top.
husband. Okay.
Twist the top. No champagne in there. Did you finish your glass of champagne?
No.
Okay.
I'm a lightweight there.
Yeah.
I have like half of it. So, Jackson Browne, I'm listening to the concert, felt like a total teenager. And Larry said, on the ride home, you really should play a Jackson Browne song on the next live stream because, And I said, yeah. And the one I want to play, it's not necessarily a love song, but it kind of is a love song. It's a love song for the people who are so unappreciated on the road.
In the
it's
background.
A love song
the
that
staff.
he wrote for the roadies. It's called The Loadout. I was really hoping he was going to play it, and he did it as one of the pieces in the encore.
It was the final encore, actually.
It was a final encore. Yeah. It's an older song, 1977. So I'm going to sight read this one for you. This is The Loadout, and Larry, thanks for sticking with me. So a lot of people see the glamour part, they see me on stage in the pretty dress. They don't see the loadout. They don't see when we're packing up and going. It reminded me of, it's the most unglamorous thing ever, and then the longest ride home, and often there's nothing to eat in the town, and you end up eating out of a vending machine. It's pretty pathetic, actually, and very unglamorous. But there was one time, I don't remember where we were, but we were in a venue, and everyone left, and I think that the people running the venue, the stagehands, they thought we had left too, but we hadn't.
I know exactly. We were in Florida.
Don't say where we were.
We were in Florida.
But we were somewhere in Florida, and anyway, they forgot about us, and we were in the dark, and we couldn't get out of the building.
Well, we couldn't figure out where to go to get out of the building.
We had to call people.
Yeah.
All right, that was pretty pathetic.
But to your point about this song that you're about to play, the lyrics are so on point. It's everything we experience when we're on the road.
Yeah.
And all of our bands.
Yeah, and then you know what? You always want to play. You want to stay a little longer. You want to play. In fact, I was up in Maine doing the show, and the show was over, and I met people after the show, and it was over. Like over as in over. You were loading up the car. You were packing up, and someone asked me if I knew some song, and I sat down to play it, and before we knew it, it was another 20 minutes.
And the theater director.
Singing. Yes, we were singing.
Yeah.
They were singing. I show tunes and playing.
It's
like
kind of the after show.
And you're like, Robin, we've got a 9-hour drive. And I'm like, yeah, it's just hard to get out of here. It's hard to leave the piano bench. What can I say? All right. Anyway, thanks all of you for watching. Thank you for your tips. We will be back next Friday. I believe that we will because we're going to be coming home from the studio. So we'll see you Friday night for another one of these. Maybe we'll do a hybrid again.
It'll be the very beginning. Will that be
And
August?
Yes,
at that
Tori
point?
says, first CD I bought was from North Star. Thank you. And here we go.
guess what time it is? Take us home, little kitty cat.
Hey, Carmel. Say goodnight to everybody. That's right. Good girl.